Okay, y'all. I've been promising y'all content. I've been coming up with plans behind the scenes of how I'm gonna get this content out. One of the things I realized with me and content is that I do better um when I'm inspired, or like it's like effortless. Like it's not like a plan, long drawn out, like something like a requirement. When it's like, oh, I have energy to do this, let's do this. It's like it comes up, I do it, and it works. So this is what I'm doing now. Like I am about 4 weeks postpartum. I had my twins 11, 6, 25, y'all. I've been so ready to meet them. I'm so grateful for them. One is sleep right here, one is breastfeeding. But pregnancy was a struggle. Life before pregnancy was very interesting, very fun, very I was just that girl for real. I had went into a mental health facility / rehab facility back last November, December. After I got released in January, your girl just felt so refreshed, so capable, so like I just really felt like I was struggling within my mind space, and I was allowing substances and people and the past and trauma and all the things to just overwhelm me to a place of incapability. Like I was not able to care for myself. So took myself to a mental health facility to get the help that I needed. Got sober. Loved myself sober. Attracted a lot of people who also loved me and loved my energy. And whether they were good or bad, we're not going to discuss. I don't really care no more. But I just was like really free in this energy, very still needing, like I had severed the connection with substances, but I hadn't severed or addressed the root of why I even use substances. Like what is the thing that I'm looking to release or relieve or escape, or what am I needing relief from? And a lot of that was my sexual trauma, not even just my sexual trauma, because like you would think about molestation, incest, childhood trauma, but there's things that happen in my adult life. There's relationships and situations and things that I've been involved in where a man has violated me, and I'm not a victim. So whether it was my choice to be in that position, like I'm just because I can be accountable to the parts that I played through the situation does not mean I'm absolving or I'm justifying their action. They are still responsible, and they will get everything that they deserve for that. I am not a victim, so I always come from a place of this happened to me. This is what I could have done, quote unquote, to prevent it. However, no matter what I do, a person who has that intention to do what they did is going to do it regardless of what. Like, for example, let's say you meet a rapist and you are this divine woman. You are this woman who has matriculated past her traumas and her need to be validated by men, yada yada yada. So you decline him. That nigga might, his first method may have been seducing you, getting you, and if you were game, if you bit the whatever, he might would have did not the easy way, but the way where it's less direct. Boom. Well, let's say you were, oh no, I'm not interested, thank you. A person who is seeing you as a target or an opportunity, they can come up with a new plan to, we're gonna get you right now, I'm gonna just take it, like I'm just gonna, so again, it's not necessarily that I did something to deserve that, or I did something to put myself in that position. It's more so me being honest about who I am, where I come from, my mindset. Like, it takes two to tango. And I'm not saying women are responsible for rapists. I'm saying that there is a karmic and spiritual thing at play, and you have to be open to be accounting for your spiritual wellness. This is your ship. If anytime you jump ship, anytime you don't maintain something, anytime this is your temple, anytime you let vagabonds in, anytime you let, like, we as women, things like this happen. Now, I'm not saying it's gray area, so please understand what I'm trying to get here. We tend to you just have to, I'm not even just saying just be in complete control, but you need to be in alignment, mind, body, spirit. You need to be aware, you need to be in tune. And then from that place, now it's from that place where when shit still happens, it's a spiritual attack on a different level. You're at another level of spiritual warfare. But usually a woman who is matriculated to that place of divinity, place of spiritual protection, usually is protected and avoids those type of circumstances and pitfalls, because their energy won't even align or attract to people who do those type of things. Or they have protection and ancestral protection, spiritual protection that wards off those type of things. So those type of men are fear those type of women, fear to even try those type of women. So it just goes either way. So typically for me, it's like when it does happen, it's because it's showing you like a deeper spiritual warfare going on in the upper realm. Now when you aren't there yet and it happens, it's showing you where you need to tighten up, where you maybe got holes in your ship. You need to fix that wood. You need to clear out those creeks, all these little nooks and crannies. So like, that's where I come from when I'm like, I'm not a victim, and I play a role in every experience, good or bad, negative or positive, extreme or not, whatever. So yes, with all that being said, this is where I was at. And I was definitely like, because I was sober and wasn't like using marijuana and alcohol to numb or suppress or avoid or just relieve myself from the pressure of my journey. Like, it's my mission is not small. It's very encompassing. So I have to I use the substances to kind of alleviate, okay, we're gonna do it, but it's just we need a little help, we need a little relief, a little stress relief. Like, this is a lot. Okay. But it transferred all of that. My addictive nature, my addictive spirit just transferred it to another habit, which was sex, which was men. And what I would do in this area is because I've experienced so much childhood trauma in the sexual area, and then even in my adult life, I've been heavily sexualized, heavily used for my sexual prowess, and raped and sexually assaulted by so many different people. I maneuver. After my last encounter last year, February, I started to maneuver different within my sexuality. At least for me, I thought I did. Like, I looked at it as if this is what I am attracting, if this is where I'm in, I'm going to be in control. If I want to have sex, if I have sex, it's because I wanted to. If I'm out here fucking sucking and doing whatever it is, it's going to be 100% because I was not going to be out of a deficit, out of lack. And so, but technically it was, so much of me after getting out of rehab just need to just be still, be with myself, be alone, be bored, be nothing. But I was looking to be something, to feel, to get just some type of validation, some type of just something. And that's probably rooted from my past lives of me being, I like to say I was like a queen or some type of person with high, I had a lot of respect. I gained a lot of attention. I got a lot of things out of the community, people. Like, I was someone who was honored and worshipped and stuff. So now in this lifetime, it's like, you supposed to be and you not. So it's like karmic shit happening. Anywho, let me not get off track, because I will. nonetheless, your girl was mingling. I was outside. I was happy. Like a part of me was, it was like not fully integrated. So although I was fully aware of the decisions I was making, although I was fully engaged with the decisions I was making, although I was fully aware of the outcomes of the decisions I was making, I made them with that in mind. However, you can't, I'm not a mind reader. I don't know, like, my choice may be my choice, but other people have their own agendas, and spirit has his own plan as well. So I engaged with men. I was happy. I was living the time of my life. And I had attracted a relationship, and I was delusional. You know, I'm like, oh, I got a man now. Finally back in a relationship, happy as fuck. Like, we was locked in. We talked deeply. Like, I just thought we were there. Lasted like a month, possibly less. So that really like distorted me, because I'm like, how do you have a connection like this? How do you vibe like this and then it just like dissipate? Like, how does something that feels so great and grand and so much possibility and opportunity just turn into nothing in like a millisecond? Like, what the fuck? So it really like drove me insane, and I literally had to like get that energy up out of me, because it was really an attack. Like, I realized who and what that was. Like, and the person involved is just the person involved. But yeah, so this is how I'm getting to the story that I'm getting to. So, boom. Funny thing is, I had met the guy on an app that is really a ridiculous app to even be on. But, yeah, I just transferred my desire to smoke all the time to being involved with men most of the time. So I was able to be sober. They were smoking, they do their thing, but I was able to be sober around them. I just, like I said, I had to have that companionship. So we ended up breaking up. It was very messy, bad, I went crazy, because I'm like, no, we're not breaking up. Ain't no breaking up. Like, what the fuck we talk about? We connected. Like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Like, let's not play these games. And so I was very mad, because he had like came in, swept me off my feet, told me to cut off all my niggas, and he was like, he was the one for me. And that just wasn't the case. So that's baby daddy number one. That is the one that I'm thinking is the father of the twins. They kind of look like him to me, but like, because he's the one that like I had a lot of trouble with and a lot of animosity with, I feel like that could be why they look like them. But who knows? Also, baby daddy number 2 and 3, they also like, they all have similar features: light skin, hair texture, locks, just different things. Skin color, if I haven't said that already. But so boom, I don't know who my children's father is, because I had sex with him. So we were dating from February. We were talking from January to February. I met him in January, and then we started dating in February, and then we broke up at the end of February. So not even a full month. And so boom, had sex with him. Last time having sex with him was like February 12th. I know it was a few days before Valentine's Day, because we broke up the week he was supposed to come back to see me after Valentine's Day. So boom, baby, what's the matter? Hold on, y'all. Let me pause this and help my baby. You good? Do you need mommy's help? Okay. I think he's okay. Alright, so boom. I had sex with him like February 12th. Last time I had sex with him. Boom. I had a lot of baby fever. Was very clingy towards my nephew and my cousin's baby at the time, but I just didn't pay no mind. Slept with my friend like maybe a week or two after we broke up, which my timeline may be off. He might have did. I think he did come over after Valentine's Day, like the 16th or something. And then, because it was closer to March. Like, it hadn't been that long since between me last seeing him and sleeping with him. It's been about 2-3 weeks maybe. So, yeah, no, that's about right. So, yeah, it has been about the 12th, 15th. Because about 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks after, I slept with a friend because I was like, I need to get over him. Like, I just need to release his energy, and yeah, I'm sad. Let me hurt on your dick, basically. That's what I said. And so we did that, and we used protection. Sometimes we didn't, like throughout the night, and so that was him. Then, literally a few days later, I was not supposed to be linking up with this guy, but he couldn't wait, and so I was like, just fuck it, and delusional as hell, and I'm not really in my body, because I'm just like, you know, trying to shake off this pressure I feel from having trusted this person who I thought I was going to be with for a while. Okay, all right, so he gets so feisty when he loses the nipple, y'all. And it's like, I'm not doing it. It's there for you. You have to get your milk, baby. So, yeah. Link up with him. Like I said, y'all, I'm not really paying attention to how embodied I am. But I am very conscious and aware of, like, what these situations could lead to. So, boom, link up with him. Great vibe. We connecting. He want me there all the time. So we link up several times. Great connection. Sex is amazing. I might have to pause this. Y'all think my baby is not wanting me to do this with y'all right now. So he's sensitive to noises, so maybe it's just me talking, but my voice usually soothes him. So, are you okay, son? You don't want mommy talking about this? He's like, girl, I'm just trying to eat. Okay, so link up with him. Great vibe, connection. I love it, but like, I'm in this place with men where, like, I know what I deserve to a certain extent, so I'm not really just, it's like we can do this, but we both know what this really is, you know, so it is what it is, type of shit. So, boom. Okay, baby. I'll be right back. I have to see what's going on with him. I feel like my babies have not been able to get great latches lately. Okay, so boom. I have sex with him within like 3 days after having sex with another guy. Oh, God. Y'all, this gonna be part 1. Raw, unfiltered, unedited. We're gonna do a part 2 because gotta have my babies. I can't. It's just not gonna work. Mommy got a mommy right now. Bye. I'll talk to y'all later, though.